Hey there friends, how's it going? David Potts with Song Notes here, and I want to get a quick lesson out for Silent Night, one of my favorite Christmas songs. So I'm going to show you this arrangement of the song that lets you play the melody, right? The part you would hum on the thinnest couple strings, and you can do that fingerstyle or when using a pick, and I'll show you how you can combine chords with the melody. So it makes a real satisfying guitar arrangement no matter which style you play. And then a little bit later, I'll also show you a sort of simple strum and sing version using a very simple strumming pattern, all right? So make sure you get my 3-page PDF for this over at my website, songnotes.net. That's available to download for all members on my site. And members also get access to all my other traditional Christmas song sheets, right? For all those traditional classic songs, O Holy Night, Auld Lang Syne, Joy to the World, right? I put some really good stuff together I think you're gonna dig. So there's tons of other great stuff as well. I have some modern Christmas songs. Those song sheets are available for a separate purchase, but you do get a 50% discount code if you're a member on my site. So let's get into this one though and have some fun with Silent Night. I'll see you on the other side. Let's go. So first up, we're going to look at the strummed version. Let me walk you through what's going on here, again, line by line. So what you see here, looking at line 1, the melody is highlighted with the yellow notes. Melody meaning that's the part you would hum, right? Da, 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 da. Right? So I want to make sure those notes stand out. Now, otherwise, we're just going to do a single strum of each chord that's being played on the first count of each measure. But there's going to be some fingering considerations with our chord voicings we're going to need to keep in mind. So for example, looking at the very first chord, this G, I'm using my ring finger down here, okay? And I'm going to mute this 5th string. I'm not pushing it down. So basically, when I say muted, I mean the sound is deadened by that finger just lightly touching it, okay? And then pinky on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Now when we do this first strum, we're not going to strum the thinnest string, and the reason why is we want this note, this melody note, to be the highest in pitch note that's played. That way it stands out to our ear. Okay, but after we strum that, we're going to play the open high E string, okay? Come back to that 3rd fret note on the 2nd string, and then let our pinky off, and then do a strum of the thickest 5 strings, okay? That's going to give us the first phrase, right? Silent night. And the second half of this line, we just repeat exactly what we just did. Holy night. Now, line 2. Here, we're going to use a voicing of D that's a bit higher up the fretboard because this voicing right here doesn't give us the note we need. We need to hit this note. Okay? To get this note, what we're going to do is borrow from this D shape right here, right? This is called like an A-shaped bar chord because these 3 fingers in a row resemble an A major. That's why how we use our caged chord shape names. But we're just going to take the thinnest 3 strings of that shape and combine it with the open 4th string. Okay? This open 4th string is a D note. So you put a D note, that's normally what you would have in the bass of any D major chord. So this actually is a totally valid version of D major. Okay? So, all is... Now for calm, we're going to have to jump down to this D7. Okay, so all is calm. And then all is bright is going to borrow from what we did in the first line, but this time we're going to have to jump our pinky. All is bright. So my pinky there is jumping from the 1st string to the 2nd string. Okay? Let's look at line 3 now. Line 3 and 4 are the same. Start off on a C, round beyond ver. Okay, put our pinky right here, 3rd fret. For the first half of Virgin, ver. Now this part's tricky. We have to go from 3rd to 2nd to open on the thinnest string. And we're gonna do that by, we start off with our pinky, but then we're gonna have to lift up our middle finger, put it on that 2nd fret note, then play 2nd fret to open, and then we go to that G, but just the thickest 5 strings of the G. Okay, so those last 2 measures are just like the first line. Now line 4 is going to repeat exactly what we just did. Now line 5, we're going to go back to this D voicing. Okay? Now for heavenly, this is tricky because we want to get this note. The way I'm going to do that is basically do this. Okay, open 7, 7, 8. But then we have to basically go from 5 to 7. Okay, so this is a lot of jumping around. This might be tricky for you. But we're gonna end on a G right here, right? Regular G. And then we're gonna do this little sort of double stop or dyad voicing of a G with a G bass note. Okay, so open 8th, 7th. Okay, so line 5 all together. And then the last line, sleep. And on this last strum for the lyric piece, I'm not muting the 5th string because we're only strumming 4 of the strings, and we want to make sure that we're getting as much of the G major tonality. And because we're not playing this open B string, this B makes it a G major, right? Even if we mute the 5th string, it still sounds like a major chord. But without that, if we just did 3rd fret muted, open, open, this is just a G, a D, and another G. And we want that major 3rd, so therefore, including this 5th string note is going to give it a bit more of a major sound there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for that sort of full strum on the 1 count version. I do have a video on my website showing you the playthrough of what I just did, zoomed in, no talking, just tabs on screen as I move through. So you can reference that over at songnotes.net. But next, let me show you the same thing, but played fingerstyle. So this one, we're not going to do the full strums. We're just going to basically use our thumb for the bass note of each chord, and then we're going to use our index and middle finger for the thinnest 2 notes of each chord that it's played. Now, we've already learned the hard part, so let's look at how we're going to do this, right? So the first line, again, based on the fact we've already learned all the chords and the melody notes, all we're doing is just, like I said, plucking the bass note of the G with our right thumb, and then we're just playing basically strings 2 and 3. We're going to play as our melody notes, but sometimes we'll have to go to that 1st string. That's fine. Okay, line 2. Now here I have the 3rd string is in parentheses. It's optional. You don't need to play it. I include it there for clarity as far as, hey, this is probably, it might be helpful for you just to think of like, yeah, use this chord shape, but only pluck strings 4, 1, and 2, right? Okay, so the parentheses notes are optional. I'm not playing them, but I'm including them so you see the suggested chord shape in full, okay? And we go to line 3. Line 4 is the exact same. And then line 5. And again, you don't have to play that 5th string note, or you don't have to fret it, but I'm including it in the tab here just because I forgot to delete that 5th string note, to be honest. But mainly, you can put your fretting hand in a full chord shape when you play these things, okay? So that's how you play it, y'all. Again, I have a full playthrough of that as well with it's just me playing it with the tabs on screen, no talking. It's on my website, songnotes.net, if you want to reference that. But basically, that's the fun we can have with Silent Night, right? You can do it fingerstyle, you can do it with a pick, and you could just bring your own strumming pattern as well. For example, I could do a bass down, down, bass down, down. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Okay? So in that version, what I just did is I took the chords that are on page 1 of my PDF and I just brought my own strumming pattern. Bass, down, down, bass, down, down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When I say bass, I mean the bass note of whatever chord we're playing. So for a G, that's a third fret of the sixth string, sorry. Right? For a C, it's the fifth string. Let's go back to a G, clean the palette. And then for the D, it's the fourth string. Okay, so that's going to work well if you want to do a strummed version, okay? But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, y'all. Thanks for watching. I hope you have some fun with this one. This is one of my favorite Christmas songs, and it's been fun to work out this melody version, whether you want to do the picked version or whether you want to do the pure fingerstyle version or sing and strum version, where you don't need to play the melody notes at all with your guitar because you're singing them. All right, so I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you check out my other Christmas songs, and again, all my traditional Christmas song PDFs, right? Oh Holy Night, Silent Night, Auld Lang Syne. But they're all over at songnotes.net, right? And then all my modern songs, those song sheets are available for purchase, but you get a 50% discount code if you're a member on my site. So thanks for watching. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.